Kelly, a hairdresser with a sincere heart, did not hesitate to give a free haircut to a struggling veteran. Her sincerity did not go unnoticed. Just 30 minutes after the incident, an unexpected visitor walked into the salon with an opportunity that would change Kelly's life forever. Hello everyone, welcome to Stories to Heal. Today I am excited to share a new story with you. Don't forget to subscribe and watch to the end. Kelly is a young woman in her 20s who works at a famous beauty salon in the small town where she lives. Since childhood, Kelly has been very interested in the world of beauty, especially hair care. Although many of her friends chose jobs with high salaries and more stable careers, Kelly chose to become a hairdresser. She always believed that being a hairdresser was her calling, and she did not mind earning less than her colleagues who worked in large offices. At the age of 19, Kelly was forced to leave her parents' home after refusing to study engineering as her father wanted. Instead of following her parents' wishes, Kelly decided to follow her own dreams and pursue a career in beauty, which had long been her passion. Although her parents were very disappointed in her big decision, Kelly remained steadfast in her choice and did not give in to the pressure. A few weeks after leaving home, Kelly was given a rare opportunity to work at Mara Beauty Salon, one of the largest and most prestigious salons in the city. There she worked with dedication for 6 years, building her career and proving that she could succeed in the field she loved. In this small, quiet town, almost everyone knew Kelly. Not only was she known as a very skilled hairdresser, but she was also known for her friendly, attentive nature and always managed to create a comfortable atmosphere for every client who came in. Kelly had an amazing ability to make people feel valued and accepted. She not only knew each customer's name, but also knew their families well, often chatting with them about the latest news from their homes. Kelly always tries to show genuine care and concern, making everyone who comes into the salon feel special and appreciated. One morning, as usual, Kelly opened the salon at 8 a.m. On this day, however, she decided to stop at a roadside coffee shop before heading to the salon. At the coffee shop, Kelly met Jason, a man in his early 40s who had once been a soldier. The whole town knew Jason and his story of struggle after returning from military service. Once respected as a hero, Jason was having trouble adjusting to civilian life. His life deteriorated after he divorced his wife, which led to a long depression. "Hey, Jason, how are you?" Kelly greeted him in a cheerful voice. "Hi, Kelly, I'm fine. Nice to see you again," Jason replied in a flat tone. "Let's get some coffee." "I'll treat you," Kelly offered. "I don't want to bother you," Jason replied a little hesitantly. "Oh, don't worry, we're friends. Who would bother anyone?" Kelly said with a smile, and then ordered a coffee for Jason. They sat together and enjoyed their coffee, making small talk for a few minutes before finally leaving for the salon. On the way, Kelly and Jason talked about ordinary things, but Kelly felt that just by buying a cup of coffee, Jason's mood changed a little. Jason seemed happier and smiled more than when they first met. When they arrived at the salon, Jason was about to say goodbye and leave, but Kelly gently stopped him. "Jason, if you're not busy later, come by the salon." Jason looked a little hesitant and frowned for a moment before he said, "No need to bother, Kelly. What you've done for me is enough. I really appreciate it." But Kelly insisted in a friendly tone, "No, Jason, this is for you. I invited you, so let me treat you." Seeing the sincerity in Kelly's eyes, Jason finally smiled and nodded. "Okay then. I promise I'll be back later." After opening the salon, Kelly could feel her mind constantly thinking about Jason. She often reminisced about the time when Jason was a hero who was highly respected by many people, a figure who was always looked up to by many people around him. However, her life now felt very different, far from the glory she once felt. When the evening came, after she had finished serving other clients, Kelly was surprised to see Jason enter the salon. Unable to hide her happiness, Kelly immediately greeted Jason's arrival with a big smile and a warm welcome. She quickly began cutting Jason's hair, as if time had jumped back to a simpler time. Little did Kelly know that her actions would cause a major problem. Her boss, Sydney, who was known as a tough woman who put money before compassion, entered the salon. At first, Sydney just sat there and watched Kelly and Jason without saying a word. After a while, Kelly finished cutting Jason's hair and shaving his beard. Jason thanked her profusely and was ready to leave. However, Sydney suddenly spoke up. "Kelly, where's the payment? I am not in business to give free services to people who cannot pay." Kelly was shocked and tried to explain. "I'm sorry, Miss Sydney. Jason didn't come here on his own. I invited him and gave him a free haircut because I wanted to help him." Sydney immediately became angry and replied in an insulting tone, "I don't care what your reasons are. If Jason doesn't pay, you will. You're fired," Sydney said firmly. Jason, who was shocked, tried to speak, but Kelly immediately said, "It's okay, Jason. You go. I'll be right back." Jason came out of the salon with a deep sense of disappointment, his face looking somber and full of confusion. Kelly, who was still in the lounge, felt confused and worried about what had just happened between them. Her feelings were mixed, as if something was wrong, but she didn't know exactly what it was. Shortly after Jason stepped out, several people in the area, seeing his somber expression, immediately approached him with curiosity. "What's wrong, Jason? What happened?" a woman asked. "It was all because of Kelly, who was giving away free haircuts, and she got fired," Jason replied in an annoyed tone. Some people who heard this story were very angry and disappointed with Sydney's treatment. The news that Kelly had been fired for her kindness spread quickly throughout the city until it reached the ears of the mayor. Shortly after the incident, as Kelly was preparing to leave the salon, the mayor arrived with Jason, who had returned. Kelly was surprised to see the mayor walk in, while Sydney hurriedly greeted him, trying to put on a friendly face, but clearly looking worried. "Welcome, Mr. Mayor. How can I help you?" Sydney asked hastily. The mayor immediately ignored Sydney and looked at Kelly. "Is it true you were fired for giving Mr. Jason a free haircut?" the mayor asked. Kelly nodded slowly as she looked at her boss, who could only shake his head and tell Kelly to lie. However, Kelly decided to tell the truth. "Yes, Mr. Mayor. It's true. I was fired for helping Jason." Seeing Kelly's honesty, the mayor was touched. "For your kindness, Kelly, the townspeople and I have decided to give you an award. We want to show you how much we appreciate your kindness," the mayor said as he handed her a certificate of appreciation and a large white envelope. Kelly could not contain her overflowing joy. With trembling hands, she slowly opened the envelope. As soon as she opened the envelope, her eyes were stunned to see what was inside: a huge pile of money. Everyone in the room, watching the precious moment in awe, felt Kelly's happiness. Their hearts were filled with gratitude, and Kelly felt so blessed that the world was on her side at that moment. A few months after the incident, Kelly was able to open her own beauty salon with the financial help of the mayor and the strong support of the surrounding community. The townspeople, inspired by Kelly's determination and spirit, gave their full support by stopping their visits to Mara's salon and choosing to come to Kelly's salon instead. Kelly's salon grew rapidly thanks to the trust of her clients. Even in a relatively short time, Kelly managed to open a second branch. On the other hand, Sydney, who was known to be arrogant and only concerned with material gain, was forced to close Mara's salon after her clients switched to Kelly. In the process, Sydney finally realized that money is not everything, and that kindness and honesty will always be remembered and appreciated by the people around her. Kelly's story teaches us that kindness and empathy are far more valuable than money. Sometimes, decisions made with a sincere heart can change someone's life forever. Like this story? Click like to subscribe to more stories and share your thoughts in the comment section.